This tutorial is for 4th grade, Module 5, Lesson 13. In this lesson, we're going to continue comparing fractions on a number line, and specifically, we will look at fractions that are greater than 1. In other words, the fractions will have a numerator that's greater than the denominator. I'm going to start by placing the following fractions on the number line. The first fraction is 4/3. I'll start at the 0 and I'll count over thirds until I've counted 4 of them. So we have 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3. So I'll make a dot there. As in the previous lesson, I like to highlight the section starting at the 0 all the way up to the designated fraction so we can see exactly how big that fraction really is. By highlighting the number line, it gives me a better visual cue on the size of the fraction. Now let's plot 11/6. So you can see my number line has been divided into sixths, and I just need to count out 11 of them. I have 0/6, 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, 6/6, 7/6, 8/6, 9/6, 10/6, 11/6. So I'll make a dot where that 11/6 would fall. Some students might be aware of the fact that 12/6 would give us 2 wholes, so that they might jump immediately to the 12/6 and just go back 1 to show the 11/6, which would show good number sense. And again, I'll highlight this fraction on the number line. And now we'll plot 7/12 on the number line. I'll start at the 0, so I have 0/12, 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12, 5/12, 6/12, 7/12, 8/12, 9/12, 10/12, 11/12, 12/12, 13/12, 14/12, 15/12, 16/12, 17/12. We'll put a dot there. Another shortcut we could use is we could jump right from the 0 to the 1 whole, knowing that the 1 whole would be 12/12, and then just count 5 more 12ths from there. That would help speed up the process and again show good number sense. And we'll highlight this section. And I'm going to go back and actually write the fractions on those number lines too to help us keep them straight as we do our comparisons. So I have 11/6 and 17/12. We will use these number lines as we compare fractions in the next section. The first problem asks us to compare 1 5/6 to 1 5/12. Now these fractions have been written in the mixed number format, but they do correspond to the fractions above on the number line. So we think of 1 5/6. I'll go up to my second number line, which was 11/6. Well, 1 whole would be 6/6. And then if I add 5 more 6 onto that, that's how I got 11/6. That tells me that 11/6 is the same thing as 1 whole and 5/6. I'm going to compare that to 1 5/12. If I look at the last number line where I had 17/12, well, 1 whole gave me 12/12. 5 more gave me 17/12. That means that 17/12 is the same as 1 whole and 5/12. Now all I have to do is look at the distance each fraction is from 0. 1 5/6 is farther away from 0 than 1 5/12. That tells me that 1 5/6 is the greater fraction. I'll say 1 5/6 is greater than 1 5/12. In the second question, we're comparing 1 1/3 to 1 5/12. Well, we've already shown the 1 5/12. Let's look at the first number line then. The 1 whole gave me 3/3, and then we added 1 more third to get 4/3. That means that 4/3 is the same thing as 1 whole and 1/3. And I'm going to compare that fraction to 1 5/12. Well, 1 1/3 is closer to 0. That means that it's a smaller fraction. So we'll say 1 1/3 is less than 1 5/12. And this is just another way we can compare fractions, and it makes it easier to convert those fractions greater than 1 into mixed numbers when we do those comparisons.